In this video we will talk about the 15 essentials for solo adventures. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we will discuss all the 15 essentials that you should pack for your next solo adventure. Make sure to watch till the end of the video because the last 3 things are the most important out of everything else, and of course, do not forget to like and subscribe if you're new here. Let's get started. No. First aid kit. One of the most important things to carry is a first aid kit with all the essentials such as bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers and any other medication that you might need as you go further into the wilderness. Getting injured is just a matter of time, and if you don't have the supplies to treat those injuries, it can get pretty bad pretty fast. So do not miss out on this one. Number R. Navigation tools. Getting lost in the wilderness can be a nightmare. So make sure you have the right navigation tools such as a map, a compass and a GPS device. Even if you think you know the area very well, always bring these tools with you because things can change and you can still get lost even in the most familiar places. And remember, your phone's GPS is not reliable 100% of the time. It can die due to low battery or simply lose signal. Sun protection. Depending on where you live and what time of the year you go on your adventures, sun protection could be crucial to your trip. Sun protection includes things such as sunscreen, lip balm, sunglasses and a hat. The sun can be very dangerous, causing dehydration as sun poisoning and even eye damage, so never forget to protect yourself. Insulation. Layers of insulation are key when it comes to regulating your body temperature in the wilderness. No matter what type of climate you're going to be adventuring in, always make sure to pack layers of clothing that you can put on and take off as needed. The most important thing is to keep your core temperature regulated. If you start to get too cold or too hot, you can be at risk of hypothermia or heat exhaustion. Number 5. Fire starter. A fire can be used for many reasons, such as cooking food, boiling water, keeping warm and providing light during the night. There are many different types of fire starters such as lighters, matches and fire plow. All of them have their pros and cons, so choose wisely based on your needs. Shelter. Having a shelter can be very beneficial. In some situations, having a shelter can protect you from the elements, from wild animals and also from insects. Shelters come in all shapes and forms, from tents to tarps. Choose wisely depending on the weather forecast and the space you have available. Food and water. These two are probably the most important things to bring on any adventure. You should always have enough food and water for every day of your trip, plus a little bit extra just in case. If you plan on fishing or hunting, then you should reduce the amount of food that you bring because you will have food along the way. But no matter what, never go on an adventure without food and water. Repair kit. As we mentioned before, things can break and there is nothing worse than being in the middle of nowhere with a broken piece of equipment. That's why you should always bring a small repair kit with duct tape, zip ties, super glue and anything else that you might need to fix your gear. Tools. There are many different types of tools that you might want to bring on your adventure, depending on what you plan on doing. Some examples are a knife, a saw, a hatchet, a shovel, a multi-tool, a rope and a pulley. Always choose the right tools for the job and make sure they are sharp and ready to use. Emergency shelter. An emergency shelter is something small and lightweight that you can throw into your backpack and deploy in an emergency situation. They are usually very affordable and easy to use. Some examples of emergency shelters are the emergency blanket, the tarp, the cave shelter and the military blanket. Cordage. Cordage is very useful for many different situations and it is very lightweight and takes up very little space in your backpack. You can use cordage to hang food, to build a shelter or even to build a tripod for your pot. Emergency signaling device. An emergency signaling device can be the difference between life and death in an emergency situation. There are many options to choose from, such as the emergency beacon, a whistle, a mirror and a ground to air signal. Each of these devices has its pros and cons, so do your research and choose wisely based on your needs. Water filter or purification. Clean water is essential for your survival, and if you plan on being in an area where you cannot drink tap water, then you should definitely bring a water filter or a water purification system. Some examples of water filters are the Sire Mini and the Platypus Quick Draw for purification. You can use tablets, iodine or chlorine, 14 clothing. It is very important to dress appropriately for the occasion. This means that you should always check the weather forecast before you go on your adventure and pack accordingly. Do not forget to bring a hat, gloves and a buff as well. They can be very useful in certain situations. 15 weapon. A weapon can be used for many reasons, such as hunting, fishing and self-defense. There are many different types of weapons that you can choose from, such as a bow and arrow, a crossbow, a rifle, a pistol, a knife and a tomahawk. Each of these weapons has its pros and cons, so do your research and choose wisely based on your needs. And now for the most important part of this video, we will discuss the last 3 things that you should pack for your solo adventure. First up is your mobile phone. Your mobile phone is very useful in many different situations. You can use it for navigation, for communication and for capturing memories. Make sure you have a waterproof case and always keep it charged. Next is a flashlight. A flashlight is very useful for many different reasons. You can use it to find your way in the dark, to signal for help or even to start a fire. Make sure you have extra batteries and that it is waterproof and shockproof. And last but certainly not least is cash and a credit card. Cash and a credit card can be very useful in many different situations. You can use them to buy food, water or even gas. They can also be useful if you need to call for help in an emergency situation. So these are the 15 essentials that you should pack for your next solo adventure. Of course, this list is not exhaustive and you may need to add or remove items depending on your specific needs and the conditions that you will face on your adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. Also let us know in the comments below which is your favorite item from the list. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video.